EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. A give left side here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 11. And that will be a 1st down. Here's Murray. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will score. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Melbourne. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jimmy DK now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Devontae Wyatt keeping the motor going. He runs them down. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Give up the middle to Taylor. Taylor loses the football. And the defense comes away with a turnover.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 3rd down, Murray on the run to the right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Murray. Now a screen set up for Johnson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll send Worthy in motion. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Officially a 29-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Monarchs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Tim DK. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Gino. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's a three-point game here early on. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. To throw is Murray. They'll look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Murray looking to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. The reception belongs to Matt Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They'll run. Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Another run here with Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. First down and more inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Monarchs.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 18 on that one. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Smith. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll come up here, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's done his man, Keyshawn Boutte. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal.
Taylor. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and
A little closer. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Smith leading them to the line as they get set to go for 2. Gino to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second down, Murray. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Dio Odengbo. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Murray now. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. The Lions call their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Now a second down throw for Murray. He'll swing this out to Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. That's enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. The second down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun, on third down, it's Murray. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come off. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And their lead remains at 2. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. Now Murray. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again is Murray. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown Melbourne. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Monarchs will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Gino now on 1st and 10. That left side is made by Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. It's second down. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the give, it's Johnson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be close to the first down. Just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Murray rolling to the left. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, here's Gino to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Taylor. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, Smith. That is caught, finding Higgins. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Smith now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Gino. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Smith. On the move left. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Moving left to the left side into the hands of Franklin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Monarchs special teams unit onto the field. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on downs. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Smith. Forced out left. That is caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This will be taken in at the 2. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing Murray. Pushed out to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 78 yards. It's a touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Murray. That'll be caught. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for two fails. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's DK. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, it's a clip.
Back is Smith. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Middle. Cover. Check 58.
Here's Gino. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much. Football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
He'll try the right side with Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup there of 13, and that will be a first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Zamir White, touchdown Monarchs. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A first down throw for Smith. And that ball incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That is hard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 67 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw. Smith. They're trying to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Smith. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play. 3rd and goal coming up.
Here we go, hey. Good shot. There we go.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You've got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Play action. It's Murray. To the right side, caught by Wiley. Big strides. Look at him go. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Forced out wide. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle with White. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Murray on 3rd down. Out to his right, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. 4th down. Here's Murray. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Jack Fox set to kick
So the
off.
kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's DK. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive.
9-yard line.
Come on, set. Green egg set. Come on, set.
They will take a knee here. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
Guys, you got this. It's win. Everyone's it up.
2nd and 11.
Green egg set.
He'll take the snap and go down to a knee. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
There we go.
3rd and 11.
Green set. Hut.
They'll go down to a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Everyone's it on. Come on, set.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go.
Here we go. One final play. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So it's a win for our visitors. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.